Okay, so this is the continuance of Testament of Solomon, chapter 4. All right. Her body was that of a woman with fair complexion, but her legs were those of a mule. When she came to me, I said to her, "Tell me who you are." She responded, "My name is Onicholas. I am a spirit which have made into a body. I recline in the den of the earth. I make my home in caves. Now listen to this. However, I have a many-sided character. Sometimes I strangle men in their sleeps. Sometimes I pervert them from their true natures. Most of the time, my habitats are cliffs, caves, and ravines. Frequently, I associate with men who think of me as a woman, especially with those whose skin is honey colored, so dark colored men. You understand that? Okay, now let's keep going. Now we're going to go down to chapter 5. Solomon interrogates another demon. Now let's see what this demon says, okay? He says, "You are the son of man, but I although was born of a human mother." So now the demon is saying, "I was born of a human mother. I am the son of an angel." See, so now this is another book. The wicked spirit, which are called demons now, he's admitting that he's the son of an angel and from an earthly mother. Okay? It is possible for one heavenly origin to speak an arrogant word to one of earthly origin. My constellation is like an animal which reclines in its den in heaven. Some men call me the great bear, but others the offspring of the dragon. Moreover, a smaller constellation accompanies my constellation, for the high position and throne of my Father is always in the sky. Now, these fallen angels were trapped inside of these planets. Those planets that are in the sky, they're jail cells for the fallen angels. That's also inside the book of Enoch too. All right. Now let's get to what the demon does. I am the renowned Amistus. I cause the wickedness of men to spread throughout the world. I am always hatching plots against newlyweds. I mar the beauty of virgins and cause their hearts to grow cold. I said to him, Is this all you do?" He spoke again. "I spread madness about women through the stars, and I have often committed a rash of murders." So he causes women to commit murders, suicide, kill others, and kill yourselves. This is a demon. Uh this is chapter 5 in the Testament of Solomon. Let me show you. Testament of Solomon, right there. If you don't have this book, you need to get it. Once I read this book, I learned how to deal with these things much better. All right, let's keep going. This is going to go chapter 7. Solomon interrogates two demons. The demon of the wind. I'm going to go to the point where it tells you, I'm going to tell you, the demon is going to say what they do. Okay, every single demon has something they do. They all are assigned. They all have different assignments. This one is they're all telling you their assignments. So let me tell you his assignment, okay? "I create divisions among men. I make whirlwinds, start fires. I set fields on fire, and I make households non-functional. Usually I carry on my activity in the summertime. If I get the chance, I slither in under the corners of houses during the night or day. I am the direct offspring of the Great One. I asked him, 'In which constellation do you reside?' He replied, 'Toward the very tip of the horn of the moon when it is found in the south. There is my star.'" So, you know how you see a falling star? A falling star is not an asteroid. They're demons. They're demons. So that's why the zodiac signs, when you worship those zodiac signs, each one of those zodiac signs are tied to a demon. That's why when people get them tattooed on their body, those people have problems. You just made a deal with one of these demons to worship them. So these zodiac signs are wicked, very wicked. Demons are each demon is demons are assigned to these zodiac signs, and I'll prove it to you because they're saying it right here in the scriptures. All right, let's keep going. All right, now this is another demon. It says, "The seventh said, I am the worst. Our stars in heaven look small, but we are named like gods. We change our position together and we live together, sometimes in Lydia, sometimes in Olympus, sometimes on the great mountain." Listen to this. "I cause men to lack moderation. I divide them into factions. I keep them separated. Since strife follows in my footsteps, I set men against each other and do many other similar things to them. But while I am talking so much, there is an angel who thwarts me, the great Balthiel. Listen to this. I raise up tyrants, I dispose kings, and I grant power to all those who are enemies. Listen to this. Because these things affect you, you have a desire like a beloved one. But to me that is desire which corresponds to myself, which is wisdom. For if anyone is wise, I will not follow in my footsteps. Alright? Now, have you guys ever heard of something called SIDS? Sudden Infant Death Syndrome? I heard of it. Years ago, I knew a few babies that actually died from that. There's a demon that said they're the one that kills the babies. Yeah, I know that's crazy, but watch this. When I, Solomon, heard the delight in his voice, I wished to learn more. So I asked him, how is it possible for you to speak? He responded, my voice has taken over voices from many men, for I have closed up the heads of those among who are called dumb. Listen to this. When infants are 10 days old, and if one cries during the night, I become a spirit and rush in and attack the infant through his voice. What is more, my visit to premature infants is harmful. My strength happens to reside in my hands, that is, like that which takes place at an executioner's block. Wow. Wow. Now, let's get another one. Let's get another one. I accompanied many unlawful deeds in the world, and I was so extremely strong that I restrained the stars of heaven, and now I am preparing more evil works. Consequently, I deceive men who follow my star. Listen to this. I deceive men who follow my star closely, and I lead them into stupidity. I also subdue the hearts of men through their throats, and in this I will destroy them. Wow. Now this is another one. This is a lion-shaped demon. Listen to this. I am one who sneaks in and watches over all who are lying ill with the disease, and I make it impossible for a man to recover from his taint. I have another activity. I involve the legions of demons subject to me, for I am the places where they are. When the sun is setting, the name for all demons which are under me is Legion. Now, if you go back in the scriptures, you'll know when the Messiah cast out the legion of demons. All right. Listen to this one. This is cold, right? I can keep going, but I'm gonna stop because I don't want the video to go too long. I'm gonna make this short and sweet. Okay. Listen to this one. This is a three-headed dragon spirit. Okay. I am a three-pronged spirit, one who overpowers by means of three deeds. In the wombs of women, I blind children. I also turn their ears backward and make them dumb and deaf. I finally strike men against the body, and I make them fall down, foam at the mouth, and grind their teeth. That's a seizure. So there's a demon that causes seizures. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you don't got this book, you should get it. This is called the Testament of Solomon. All right. Now, matter of fact, I'm gonna give this one more. Okay. Listen to this one. She replied, I do not rest at night, but travel around all the world visiting women, and at the divining hour when they give birth, I search for them and I strangle their newborn infants. You hear that? I strangle their newborn infants. I do not go through a single night without success. You are not able to give me orders. I even make the rounds and go into the remotest areas. Otherwise, my work is limited to killing newborn infants, injuries of the eyes, condemning mouths, destroying minds, and making bodies feel pain. You see what I'm saying? So, when you are in nighttime and you're getting choked in your sleep, it's not sleep apnea. It's a demon that's attacking you. The only way to fight this stuff is through the scriptures. You have to become a spiritual person. You cannot fight this stuff going to yoga or meditation. Matter of fact, yoga brings demons to you. Okay? Now, this happened to me before many a times, Many a times. You know, I can recall uh, when I was living downtown by myself. I came home from a bar one day, and I laid on the bed, and I got grabbed. I got grabbed. They grabbed me, and I was like, something's wrong. So then all of a sudden, I hear three demons talking in my ear. They're talking, and I'm looking to the side, and I'm like, I see you guys. And one of them said, oh, he sees us. I said, yeah, I see you. I see you. So they start talking to me, telling me I was gonna die. They can kill me. They had all these powers, and I made a mistake. I start mocking them. I start fighting against them, telling them you ain't nothing. And I told them they were jealous because I had a body and they didn't. And then they start choking my neck very hard. It started hurting so bad. At the time, I was calling the Most High Jehovah because I used to be a Jehovah's Witness. And let me show you what they did to me when I said Jehovah. I said Jehovah. I said, Jehovah, please help me. And what the demons did was they smacked me in the back of the head hard. They hit me like that, and they flew out the window. The next day, my brother pulls a knife out on me and tries to kill me with the knife. And when I ran from my brother, now there was a lot to the story before that. Uh, uh, Long story short, I got into it with my brother. He stole on me. I went back to my house, and these demons were telling me, go back over there, go beat him up, go show him who's the boss. So I did. I went back over there to show him who's the boss, and he pulled a knife out on me. And then he chased me up the alley with the knife, and I hid in the bush. And when he was walking past the bush, he was like, oh, I'm gonna kill him. It was the same demon that attacked me the night before. So what they did was they got into my brother and came after me in the flesh. So they can get into humans. They get into humans. This happened to me multiple times. Not this type of thing, but you hear voices. And let me give you a tip. If you hear voices, do not speak to them. You rebuke them. You say, I rebuke you, demon. I rebuke you. You don't speak to them. You're above them. You don't speak to them. You rebuke them. You can say, Yahusha HaMashiach. Yahusha HaMashiach. They call that Jesus, but that's not, Jesus ain't the Messiah. Jesus is not the Messiah's real name. It's Yahusha HaMashiach. His father's name is Yahuwah. So I rebuke them in those names, and they flee, they run from me. You talk about their judgment. They're going to catch the fire. They're going to meet the fire. If you go into my Bible app, if you go into Matthew, where the Messiah casts out the legion of demons into the swine, they told him, hey, don't send us to hell so early. So they're going to hell. They're going to hell. So you tell them that. So my tip is, if you want to fight these things, you have to become a spiritual person. You have to read the scriptures. Let me get my Bible real quick. You have to read the scriptures. If you don't read the scriptures, if you don't get into the word and seek the Most High, you can't beat them. I hate to say it like that. You can't beat them. They're gonna beat you. Either they're gonna make you kill yourself, they're gonna make you kill somebody else, or they're gonna make somebody kill you. That's what's gonna happen. You cannot beat them. The only way you could beat them is through the scriptures. So I suggest anybody who's hearing voices or is having problems with other people and stuff disappearing and stuff knocking off the shelf, those are demons. Those are giants. Those are former giants who used to have bodies, the children of the fallen angels, and now they're here on the earth, wicked spirits on the earth, tormenting and oppressing us humans. That's what they do. But in order to fight them, you have to get spiritual on them. All right. Now there's a scripture on that, of course, and let me get it. Everyone knows this scripture. I'm going to drop it on you real quick. It's called, for we wrestle not against what? Flesh and blood. All right. Here we go. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. Ephesians 9. Yeah, here we go. Here it is. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, and against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, having done all to stand. Therefore, having your loins girt about the truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness. All right? So we wrestle not against flesh and blood. So not against flesh and blood, but spiritual wickedness in high places, against demons. We're fighting against demons. All right? You got to understand that. All right? A lot of people don't like to talk about this stuff, but it is what it is. You know, I had many of encounters with demons. Back in my younger days, I used to get choked in my sleep. Things used to hit me in the head. Things used to fly off the shelf. Now they can't touch me now, because now I'm a man of the Most High. They can't touch me now. The only thing they can get to me now is they can send people to you who have wicked spirits in them. But the Most High tells you to what? Be ye separate. Be separate. That's why the Most High tell you, all the people who are wicked in your life, all the wicked ones, cut them off. Because if they're wicked, those demons can use those people to get to you. That's what they do. Even when I became more spiritual, I didn't understand it either. I had family members who I used to let into my house, and I used to hang around them a lot. But they were doing wicked things to me through demons, through principalities. So demons were using my siblings or family members to get to me, because they can't get to me. So they use humans. All right. So if you have if you're hearing thoughts in your head like wicked stuff, that's a demon trying to possess you. It's trying to get into you. All right. So you gotta be very careful with this stuff, family. Once again, if you're hearing voices, it's not your grandmother. It's not, and trust me, you're not crazy. If you're hearing voices, you're not crazy, because it's true. You know how you hear on the news, you hear a lot of people, or ladies, they kill their children, they kill their whole family, and they say, "Why'd you do it?" And they say, "A voice told me to do it." That's true. I heard those voices before. Years ago, back when I was like 21, I used to have I had a girlfriend, and she left me, and I found out she was a whore, and I was so angry. Oh, I was so angry. So I went back home, and I laid down to go to sleep, and I got froze, and smoke started telling me, "Reggie, go kill her, go kill her." And I was like, holy snap, am I really seeing this right now? I couldn't believe something was telling me to do this. So after that, I got rid of all my guns. I was like, this is serious. I got rid of all my guns. I didn't want to have nothing to do with no guns, because if something telling me to do that, then that means I'm not on a good path. I'm on a bad path. If something thinks that it's so comfortable, if a demon is so comfortable with talking to me and telling me that it can get me to go kill someone. So if you're hearing voices and something is telling you to go do something, don't. Whatever a voice tells you to do, don't do it, because it's doing it to kill you. It's trying to get points off of you. That's their job. Their job is to get you to do wicked things and kill yourself. Okay? This topic is very serious, and if you're having problems with this, you got to get into the scripture. That's the only way. Don't get into yoga. Don't do the chakras. Don't get into no religion. The Bible has nothing to do with religion. They told you it does, but it don't. All the religions are ran by these demons anyway. All of them. Every single religion is ran by demons. See? Never heard that one before, huh? That's why